This is the Yamaha R1. I'm going to do a quick review of this, compare it to the MT10, compare it to the 4 bikes that I have. I have a Ducati Street Fighter, an FJR 1300, MT09, Suzuki Gixxer 1000 GT Plus. So anyway, look at this bike. This is one of my favorite bikes, the Yamaha R1. Just absolutely amazing. The front of it looked quite similar to my Gixxer 1000 GT Plus, and I just picked it up. I'm doing a test ride of it, and I love the color of this in black. It's just amazing. The last super sports that I owned was a Ninja ZX 10R, right? So that's the last super sports that I owned, and all my current bikes are upright bikes. None of them have this aggressive riding position. So anyway, my thoughts on this is, I think it's a great bike. The engine is amazing. The challenge with these kind of bikes are they're not very comfortable. Now I'm comparing this to the MT10. The MT10 has the same engine, but it was way more comfortable than this one. This is not nothing against this bike. It's just very uncomfortable. I don't think, if I had the choice, if I was going to do this or the MT10, I'd definitely pick the MT10 over this. However, the purpose of this bike is really for racing on the track, right? If you want to go do track days, this is the bike to do it on. Just amazing. Super sports in general, these are the ones to do track days on. A very committed riding position, very aggressive riding position, and it's just very uncomfortable. But and it's not really easy to handle as well, right? Because the grips, the handlebar widths are so tight, right? Compared to upright bikes, handlebars are way more wider. You have more leverage. This one is very difficult in terms of doing tight turns, and handling wise, it's just tough to ride. That's what my thoughts are on it. All right. So anyway. The positives of this bike is the looks. It just looks badass, just looks amazing, looks aggressive. So if you're into that kind of thing looks wise and you want to be a badass, this could be the way to go, the R1. However, I think I'm way more comfortable riding my naked bikes. Now the other thing I just want to point out is I thought with the fairing protection on this, I thought I'd have less wind noise than my naked bikes, but my Ducati Street Fighter has less wind noise. I feel less noise on the Ducati than I feel on this one. You get a lot of turbulence, a lot of air on your helmet, and it was quite noisy in the cockpit, which was surprising, right? Because I thought, given it's a full fairing bike, I figured that you'd have less noise on the freeway, but there's a lot of noise on the freeway in this bike, and it'd be something hard to fix because this windshield, this is the upgraded, I think he upgraded the windshield, but it's hard to get any other further protection from a wind noise perspective. So anyway, I'm glad I got my naked bikes. My naked bikes, my MT09, my Street Fighter Ducati, although they're naked, they have less noise because it's just clean air going over your head. So I think really, having now ridden this R1, I think naked bikes are probably the best sports bikes you can get. They're more fun, they're more easy to ride, and they're more comfortable versus these kind of aggressive super sports, right? But if you're into this, these aggressive super sports, you're into this kind of looks, go ahead and get it. Don't just believe what I say. If you just do what you want to do. But for me, I'm just so glad I have my naked bikes and not these kind of super sports. But I still love the way this bike looks. Anyway, that's what I just wanted to bring, the R1. So anyway, if I had the choice to get the R1 or the MT10, I would get the MT10 over this one. The other thing is so much more comfortable. The engine is the same engine. It sounds absolutely great. And I would pick the MT10 over this one. That's just my personal point of view. Anyway, that's all I wanted to bring today. Stay tuned for more videos. And you guys have a great one. And smash that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch up soon. Cheers.